Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Jamie the Crafty DIY Guy. Welcome back to my channel. Alright everyone, in today's video I'm super excited because we've got some high-end looking DIYs that I'm so excited about. I don't think that any of them cost me more than $6 to make. I am not joking at all with that. I am so excited about all of these, and they have such a high-end look, and they are perfect for your coffee table or for your living room. I mean, they'd even be great in your bedroom. Perfect accessories for all kinds of fun stuff. And I want to show you those projects today. But before I do that, of course, I have to say thank you to my subscribers. You guys, I really appreciate it. If you're brand new to the channel, my name is Jamie. Hopefully you will stick around and become a subscriber as well. I truly appreciate you. And of course, the OGs out there who is just part of the original gang of the Crafty DIY Guy, of course, thank you to all of you guys as well. All right, let's get into those projects because I am so excited. All right, everyone, and for project number one, I'm going to be recycling this old DIY. This is a tray that I did around Christmas time with this buffalo check center. And then I also have this faux ribbon, this faux leather ribbon from Dollar Tree. The first thing I'm going to do is remove that vinyl that I stuck down in the center. This is Dollar Tree's vinyl, and it's removable. And as you can see, it works. It's definitely removable. So I'm going to go ahead and just clean this up and get this ready to go outside and to spray paint this one. Now, I am fortunate because right now we are in the mid 60s in Atlanta, and I can actually get outside and spray paint some stuff. So I am going to spray paint this down and just give it 2 coats of my matte black spray paint from Rust-Oleum. This is a spray paint that I really like to use, and I actually found that you can get a pretty good deal on it when you buy it in bulk on Amazon. This is kind of one of my staple colors. I always have this color on hand. I tend to use this color a lot for a lot of different projects, so I do just go ahead and buy it in bulk. Now, it doesn't look like it from the footage that you're seeing, but I did actually give this 2 coats. I let the first coat dry, and then I went outside and just spray painted it 1 additional time with that Rust-Oleum paint. Now, I'm going to be using this faux leather ribbon, and I'm also going to be using that super glue tape that you see. Then I also have those stick-on gemstones, and the idea here is that I am going to be putting this ribbon on each corner of the tray. Now, to do that, I want to make sure that I have 6 inches of ribbon on each side of the tray. Now, the length is totally up to you. I really like the way that the 6 inches worked. And so I'm just going to go ahead and take my ribbon, and I am going to measure out 6 inches for 4 pieces. And to do that, all I'm doing is just lining up my ruler here. I'm going to take my Sharpie pen. I did flip the ribbon upside down though, just so you know. And I am going to just mark where I'm going to be cutting this. This first one, I was probably a little aggressive with the line. You could really just do a tick mark if you want, totally up to you. Just make sure that when you cut this, you do cut on that line. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take my super glue tape and just also measure out a piece of the tape that is the same length as the ribbon. What's so great about this super glue tape, which I did pick up at Dollar Tree, by the way, is that you can trim this up really, really easy, and it is also double-sided. So as you can see right now on those 4 pieces, I've got my super glue tape ready to go. And I am just going to be peeling away that backing. Now, I want to make sure that this is going to be the perfect size, and I want the crease to be perfect. So what I'm also going to be doing is measuring down to the halfway point of this. That way I can mark where I need to fold this and then stick it to each corner. So by marking this, it really gives me a good idea of where I need to fold each one of my ribbons. That way, when it fits on the corner of my tray, it's evenly spread out, and you know the length is even across each one of the corners. So hopefully that's making sense. All I'm doing here is just lining up those pieces that I've got ready to go with that super glue tape, and I am just marking where that kind of halfway point is, and then I am going to start folding these and creasing them. That way, when I pull the backing off of the back of the super glue tape, it I know exactly where it's supposed to go. I really love working with the super glue products, and I actually am using a lot of super glue products in today's video, which I did pick up from Dollar Tree. Now, as you can see here, I've gone through and I put my tape on all four sides, or my ribbon, but it's not done yet. Now, I want to give this the effect of nail heads, and that this has some, really cool nail heads on it. And I had these gemstones that are fabric glue gemstones, and I thought that these would be perfect. Now, if you had those flat thumbtacks, that would be perfect. I looked all over the place at Dollar Tree for them, could not find them anywhere, and of course, I'm sure I'll find them when I go into Dollar Tree the next time. I just super glued all four of those gemstones, or 2 gemstones on each ribbon, all the way around. And as you can see, this is what the tray looks like when it's done. I love this. It looks so high end. I think this is super gorgeous. I'm so happy with the way this turned out. But what I really like about it is how it looks when it is staged. This is going to be fantastic on my coffee table. I love everything about this, and I hope that you will love it as much as I do. All right, everyone, and for the next project, I've got these 3 cardboard rings. These came with a cookware set that my mom got me for Christmas. And when I saw them, I didn't want to throw them away. I knew I could figure out something to do with them. And I started kind of playing around with them and realized that all of the rings would fit together kind of like an orb. And if you've been to like Home Goods or Kirklands or At Home or any of those types of stores, these little orbs can be very, very expensive. And so I fit it together. I didn't even have to super glue or use anything for, and I took it outside, and I'm using this copper spray paint. Now, I do think that if you're going to be spray painting, especially cardboard, having a metallic spray paint does really help a lot because it gives it a different look. It really elevates the look. It gives it a polished look. If you use like a flat spray paint of some kind, I think that it would really kind of highlight the fact that it's cardboard. You'd see the texture maybe even. So if you didn't want to go with a metallic, maybe you wanted to do these like black, for example, I would recommend that you use a gloss spray paint just to really take away from that, the fact that it's cardboard. And then after it's, dried on the one side, I kind of rolled it around and just kind of spray painted it again, kind of working in and out of those cardboard pieces. And when it's done, this is what it looks like. I think that it is super, super gorgeous. And again, when you pair it with that gorgeous tray that I made earlier and some books and a plant, it really creates a cool impact on the coffee table. And I am so, so happy with it. All right, you guys, if you know me, then you know the word believe is super important in my life. I picked this up at Crafter Square. It was $3. I even have a tattoo that says believe on my arm. And I really wanted to incorporate this into my decor. Now, you know that navy is my favorite color. However, I've got a lot of navy accents, and green also goes really well with navy. So I simply just took this outside. I spray painted it with this gorgeous hunter green color, and bam, I've got a gorgeous piece of decor that I can put in an office. I can put this in my living room. I can put this in my bedroom. It could be in the bathroom or the kitchen. It really could go anywhere, and I love the way that this looks, especially as it's set up here with that plant and with the wood behind. I have a lot of wood, I have a lot of texture, and I have a lot of plants inside, and I'm really, really happy with the way this one turned out. It was so easy. All right, everyone, and that next project, these 2 wood cubes came from Crafter Square. Then I have these wood candle holders that I picked up. I believe these either came from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And I am going to make some very simple candle stands. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, which is probably the hardest thing of ever, is remove these darn stickers from the Dollar Tree. I will say that these stickers usually come off the Crafter Square stuff pretty easily. I think they're finally listening to us. Now, for the wood grains, if you are going to stain this, I would recommend that you make sure that your wood grains are kind of going the same way. However, for mine, I'm actually not going to be using wood stain or my favorite antique wax from Waverly. Believe it or not, I'm actually going to be using my next favorite thing, which is paint. I'm going to be using the chalk paint from Waverly in the color ink to paint these up. But before I do that, I do need to use some super glue because I am going to glue these wood candlesticks on top of here. Now, the idea here is to just put a generous amount of glue in the center, but not so much that it's going to seep out. And even if it does seep out, you can sand it off really, really easily. The other great thing about this is that you can actually paint over top of it, where if you're using a stain or a wax, you can't always get within or under that glue. So sometimes that creates a problem. The great thing about using super glue is that you can sand it off really, really easily, and you can easily even paint on top of it. So again, I'm just kind of placing these down. I'm going to put the cap on my glue here before, that way I can just set that down and know that I'm not going to have any leakage or anything. And then again, just bringing out that Waverly ink chalk paint, which I do love working with. And I am just going to give everything a super generous coat of my ink paint. Now, I am going to do all sides of my candle holders here, and I'm going to completely cover them in this black ink chalk paint. Now, again, this could be such a great look for farmhouse. If you painted these white and then distressed them, you could paint these red, you could paint them pink, you can paint them any color you want, but I think painting them black really gives these a very kind of high-end modern look. And for kind of the grouping that I'm doing today with these kind of high-end DIYs, I really love the way that these looked when it was all done. So after I ended up painting everything, I did take my heat gun to it just to kind of speed up that process, because I hate waiting for paint to dry. It's kind of like watching water boil for me. And again, I am just using my heat gun and just going to go ahead and get all of that chalk paint dry. And then when these are all done, this is what they look like. I am so happy with these. I think that they're absolutely beautiful exactly the way they are. However, if you pair them up, put them on a tiered tray or a coffee table tray like the one that I made in the first DIY in this video, you've got a very cohesive and very beautiful set that I am so happy with. And if you didn't feel comfortable putting the regular candles in this, by all means use those battery-operated candles that you can also get from Dollar Tree. All right, you guys, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts were and what your favorite projects were. I would have to say the tray and the ball thing I made are definitely my favorites for sure. Also, if you liked this video as much as I did, be sure and give it a thumbs up. And also, please subscribe to the channel. I would love to bring you more videos. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.